Hello there, welcome back, and today we're out. I'm just out on a dog walk with Betsy. I have no expectations. I've brought the camera with me and I'm literally just going to have a walk around today and let's see what we can find. Join me shortly and we'll try and find some compositions, see if we can get something to shoot. Today I have just brought out with me the Canon 5D Mark IV with a 70 to 200mm f2.8 lens. As I said, I'm just out on a dog walk with Betsy, so I have no expectations, I have no plan. It is literally just have a walk with the dog, and if I can see something that I fancy at distance, photography wise, I'm just going to take the photos. So join me in a minute and we'll go and find our first composition. So, first composition, I'm just liking the trees in the distance. I don't know if you pick it up on the GoPro. Let me just show you the back of the camera and I'll talk you through what I like about this shot. It's a nice little shot. I think I could do with getting a bit closer. So I think I'm just going to move forward a bit, and it's just to get rid of some of the bracken in the foreground. I do like the trees, the way the trees are just shaped. If you can see it on the GoPro, I don't know if you can, but the left hand trees tilt to the left and the right hand trees tilt to the right slightly. And on the camera it does look like you're in a bit of a circle, like a semicircle. So I'm just going to move forward a bit and I'll talk you through the back of the camera. So for this shot I am just leaning up, like lining up the trees from the left hand side there. It's just a little small copies that run round to there. As you can see, that the trees to the left do lean left. The tree to the right leans right. It just forms that little bit of a semicircle. It's a nice shot in the autumn, this is, because you get all the autumn colours and the bracken turning gold. I have shot this before and it does look beautiful. The settings for this are ISO 100. I am shooting at f8. I'm focused literally on that tree there, and it's giving me a 10th of a second, 13th of a second now, so it's getting a little bit brighter. So 2-second timer is on. If this shot turns out any good, this is. Of that shot, it does look good, and when I come out just little days like this, I do try to make notes as to places I can come for different times of year, namely like autumn with the autumn colours. I have shot this shot before with all the oranges there and the sun just coming down, just lighting the tips of the trees. It looked fantastic, it did, the shot. So what I would say to you is, every time you're out taking photographs, keep on planning for later in the year, and it will help you get amazing shots all throughout the year. So there's an old picket fence just over the back. I was tempted to go and get that, but I think I'm going to carry on walking and let's see what we can find a little bit further on. Betsy has a friend. It's a young Irish wolfhound. Just look at him. Beautiful thing. Oh, he's having to play with her. You alright? No, I think he's given up on your bets. So, another pretty little scene. is just looking back. I've just come through this gate, walking up here, and on different videos that you've seen, you'll see us walking through the gates coming up. But what I like today with the long lens is the two trees before the gate leading down as a path towards the gate. Again, let me just show you the back of the camera, and I'll just talk you through my logic and my thinking with this shot. So for this shot, I am just lining up the left-hand tree in the left-hand rule of thirds, that right-hand tree in the right. And the story with it is, it's just leading you through between the trees and out through the gate. The gateway is open, which is always inviting to lead the eye through. I just think it's a pretty little scene. Everything is bright green again, 'cause it's rained in the night. And we are very saturated. My focus is just going to be literally down on the gate, or just before the gate. Again, settings ISO 100. I'm at f8, and what's an eighth of a second? 2 second timer is on again, and there's a shot. Looks beautiful. I'll put this on for you again. Woodland scenes with the long lens. You can get so many different perspectives on what you would normally see. Looking around now, there's a little coppice just up a little bit farther, which always looks beautiful, so photogenic. I probably will shoot that in a moment, again from distance. I just think it just brings everything in with a longer lens. I do like the shots you get with long lenses. They do look beautiful. It's currently about 8:30 in the morning. There's forecast is for rain at about 10. Hence I've come out with just a t-shirt, no brolly, no waterproofs, nothing. And guess what? Got a rumbles of thunder. So the sky is going very dark now, just behind the camera. So I think I'm going to get wet. As I say, I've got to walk Betsy. I'm usually over here at least an hour, so fingers crossed it'll stay dry for me. See what I've just noticed now as well. You're not going to see it on the GoPro, I don't think. There's a chestnut tree right in the distance with all the little flowers on it. That looks a pretty shot. I'm going to just see if I can line something up with that. There is a little bit of blue sky and cloud behind it, so maybe the sky will look alright. I'm going to get the sky in the shot. It does look a pretty little scene. I'll have a look. If I can get it, I'll put the shot on at the end. Don't hold your breath. Probably won't from here. Yeah, it looks beautiful. Let's carry on walking, and I'm going to head up towards this little coppice that I like and try and get a couple of shots there. Just in the distance there is a little coppice that I absolutely love. There's a little bench there, which I think is the wrong place for the bench, to be honest, but never mind. What I'm going to shoot with this is, we have this oak tree, oak branch forming the top of the frame, and there's another piece that sticks out in the distance, so I will have to do a focus stack with this to get everything sharp. Again, let me show you the back of the camera, and I'll show you exactly where I'm going to focus to get this shot. They're quite easy. Focus stacking is quite easy. I will just be taking 3 shots with this. One on the branch just in front of us. There's another little branch sticking out where the path's leading up. Take a shot there. And the third shot will be on the little trees, little silver birch trees. What I tend to do is I will edit one photo in Lightroom, sync the other 2 to it, and then right click on the screen, open as layers in Photoshop, and you will then open up in Photoshop as 3 layers. Select all 3 layers, go to the top toolbar, click on edit, come down, auto blend layers, and it will automatically blend all 3 images into a stack for you, and then just do your final adjustments in Photoshop. Dead easy, fantastic technique, because you can get absolutely everything in focus that you need. For this shot, if I was to shoot just at the trees, then the branches in the foreground here would be blurred. So to get that sharp, just photo stack, learn Photoshop in Lightroom, and your photos will improve overnight. I'll talk to you at the back of the camera. Just got to wait for these people to come out of the shot now because I'm in the shot, and when I've gone I will talk you through what I'm doing. So with this shot, I'm going to focus just there. Well, the first shot is going to be on the nearest item, which is going to be this overhanging oak tree just there. Second shot will be on there, and then the third shot is going to be on the silver birch, and hopefully you will see the path running up. It looks a beautiful little scene, this, and I think as a focus stack, as you can see, focus there, everything else is blurred. If I focus on the foreground, the background isn't sharp enough, hence the focus stack. So I'm going to take these 3 images right now, and if it turns out any good, here it is. Thunder going off everywhere, and the sun has just come out as well. Just come across this beautiful little scene just here. I'm cutting this tree out on the left. It's just too close, I think, but I'm starting the frame with a tree just to the right over there, leading down the path, and the big path running through the scene. As you can probably see with the GoPro, there's a lot of hot spots with the sun just shining through, so I don't really want that dappled effect, so I'm going to wait just for a cloud to come over and obscure the sun. And then again, it's probably going to be another focus stack because there's a lot of information throughout the scene. I'm just going to wait for the sun to just pop behind a cloud, and I'll get these shots, and it looks beautiful, it does. I do love paths leading through a scene. They look great, and I'm going to step back from the camera. I have just been walking left and right. As you can see, I've got the camera positioned over towards the right hand side, simply because I want this tree on the left out the shot. It's too big compared to the rest of them, and it looks odd. So for this, I've moved the camera over towards the left, towards the right hand side, just to try and emphasise the path and the greenery to the right, and then leading up to the trees in the distance. Looks beautiful little scene. I'll put this on at the end for you. I've got to wait, so I'm not going to just keep yagging away. I'm going to wait for the sun to just get behind a cloud, get the shots. I think I'm going to have to head back towards the car because I think the thunder's getting closer now. So yeah, hopefully get this shot and I'm going to start walking back. Well, I've been waiting about 15 minutes for the sun to go in. The thunder sounds like it's now moving away, and looking above, it's just blue sky. It's unbelievable weather. So I have just took the shot, and I'll put it on at the end of the video for you. Betsy, come here. There are links down in the description below. There's a link to Ko-fi. If you want to support the channel and me and Betsy, buy us a coffee. It just helps us while we're out, you know, and to get out and stuff like that. There's also a link to my sister and brother-in-law's guest house on the Isle of Mull. I keep pushing it. It's my sister, so why not? Beautiful place, beautiful wildlife, beautiful scenery. If you fancy a nice Scottish holiday, consider the Isle of Mull. Absolutely fantastic. I'll put all the photographs on now. Please drop me a comment if you like these images, or if you've done anything different, maybe even use a different lens, maybe longer, maybe shorter lens, drop me a comment below. And until next time, here's the photographs. Take it easy, and I'll catch you out with Betsy very soon.